Well, here we are, guys. Time for an oil change. So, we've got a little bit of a mystery going on down in there somewhere. So, what better way to see if we can solve that with a little mystery? Oh, hey, literally, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in this stuff. It says right on it, it is a mystery. So let's just take some of this stuff. We're just gonna pour it right down in here. Oh, there we go. Couldn't even see it. I was too busy looking at the stuff so I didn't spill it. We're just gonna top it off here. Boy, she sure is thirsty. Crank up, crank up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, whoop, 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 go, go. Oh yeah, looking good. We'll see what happens. Don't forget, needs a little in here too. Gotta top off. Go, go, thirsty. Hey, really? It's good stuff. Let it, hold on. Right there. Put it in the engine and the fuel. It's great. Well, you know, we topped it off with a little bit of the mystery and some new oil in there. It made it, you know, quieted it down a little bit until now. So now we're gonna tear pretty much all the top of that off. And then we're gonna get down to the valves. We're gonna figure out which one it is, go with that side, pull the valve cover, see what it is, replace some parts, put it all back together. So what I'll probably do is just take some pictures throughout it. It's kind of late. We're gonna get started on it. We'll see how far we get. Well, I forgot to tell you something. So, I mean, you can't tell. I cut this off. I got tired of it. So, it's gone. Get you flipped around. We got us one of these. This is kind of what it looks like. Forgot to show you. We're gonna pull this thing, start it back up. Hopefully it's on the passenger side. It seems like it may be easier to take off than the driver's side. The driver's side's actually right under here. Goes back there. That one goes there. So we're gonna use that with it running. See if we can narrow down where the tick is, which cylinder, whether it's driver or passenger. Then we're gonna pull them off. All right. Upon me just sitting over the engine with those things in my ears and trying to listen to everything, and anybody, pretty sure it's the very back cylinder. So we're gonna start there. We're gonna, I guess, pull the battery to start with, clean out a little bit, get some of these brackets, probably have to pull these hoses, just see what we got to pull as we get there. All right, here we are. Intake's off. This little sensor, mass airflow, goes on that, comes out the front. This little clip, whoop, right here, push it down, pops out. Breather box is actually just one bolt. It's up here. I think it's see, a 10 millimeter. And then it just pulls out. You gotta snug it a little hard. It's kind of tight, but it pulls up. And then so we can get to these to finish getting the battery box pulled out. I think these two maybe. Actually, that looks like it's attached, so we'll have to undo that. So move that, and then remember, if you have the auxiliary battery, it's still connected. I believe it's through the positive system through the box, but then it's grounded. So if you undo the ground port, it's got a little tab of it, but undo it, just tape it up so it doesn't touch your ground. It's ground out. You actually kill that battery out too. And then on it, just to be sure, I'm gonna take this one off for the positive. So you got these two, the positive. Then I have a relay and the winch, the ground goes on my ground. Of course, that ground goes back. And then we'll get the rest of this out and get back. Well, it don't look like we've gotten too far. I was fighting with this to get it off. I was gonna try to just lay it over, but it just not working. So I got everything unplugged. We've got all of those marked. Down there's the other dreaded battery that everybody talks about. So definitely go back and watch my video. I went from the bottom to get to that battery. So much easier than this. So I gotta take all these off now. I'm gonna take this whole box off. I'm gonna pull that battery. Then I'm gonna pull the whole entire battery box. Then we're gonna start opening up the actual stuff on top to get it shipped up and then get our cover, hopefully. Maybe this helps one. This is mainly for me. So this one goes on the side it's at. This one goes straight up there. This one back toward that side. This one front toward that side. Just so all my wiring harnesses go back correctly. Otherwise, probably wouldn't be too good. So now, maybe we can get to the last 3 bolts for the battery box to come out. Well, the battery box and fuse terminal is out. Let me just say, let's just walk over here. Let's walk over here. This battery box, somebody should have a talk with them at Jeep. This should be in smaller pieces. Like, you shouldn't have to take all this out just to get the battery box out. I mean, maybe it's just me. You know, I really don't know. I mean, you know, I put it back in easier than it went out, but let's just say, just took a little longer than I thought. But hey, here's our valve cover. So we just gotta clean up all this stuff and pull it off. Sounds simple, right? Let's do it. All right, checking in. We're checking in, man. Checking in. It's coming. All right. PVC valve in the back. All the coil packs are done. All the wires removed. Pulled back. So we ended up pulling off the alternator one. Just get it out of the way. PVC valve that was here. Took it off here. Actually, to be honest with you, I couldn't get this little plug off. It drove me insane. So I just pulled it out of the intake slot over there, which is that hose right there. Slid it over. We're gonna take the coil packs out. Go check a few more things. Then we're gonna pull the valve cover. See what it all looks like. Yeah, that's what's coming. I'm tired. It's coming along. Good. It's only actually been hold on, let's see what time it is. It's on 8 o'clock. Or no, it's 10. I don't know. 10. I'm trying to do math in my head. Okay. So what you see here has took me like an hour and a half, give or take, for us to be where we are. So it's not terrible. Not terrible. We should be able to pull the valve cover, hour and a half. It's just go over. I know I showed you the battery box, fuse box, battery, all that stuff. That's one side of parts. Let's come over here to this other side. So what we got, just laying it out. So the parts, the air box, the intake, tube, the little cover. Well, going what I found, I'm not even gonna pull the driver's side. We're just gonna pull the passenger side. Double check. If you remember, with my little stethoscope soundy thing, this is the cylinder that seems to be making some noise. So we're gonna check those. And then if that's it, we're gonna put those back together, put everything back together, fire it up, see if we fixed our problem. All right, we'll check in once we get the cover off. Well, I finally got it off. Just did a quick search. I mean, you know, kind of a light brown, golden haze. Let me get a light here. Hold on. There we go. Shows a well maintained. I mean, there's some darker areas, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I mean, y'all can chime in. The mechanics have been into several engines. We change the oil regular and we run it hard. So the only bad thing or problem so far, not really a problem, but I thought this was going to come off with the valve cover. It does not. It is the rear PVC valve, and as you can see, it's not supposed to be in 4 or 5 pieces. It's supposed to all be together there. So we'll have to get one of those. But we got all this off. Here's our valve cover. Everything looking good. We'll see. Get some parts. Let me come back and show you what we're got going on here. All right. So I was right. And what we got? We got a little bit of wear on the hold on, the exhaust, rear one. This one's all right. We're gonna replace both the exhausts. This one's good, but the back one's just a teeny bit of wear on that one too. So we're gonna replace everything for this cylinder. So the 2 intake rockers, last adjusters, and then the 2 exhausts with the little lifters. And then everything else, the rest of them look good. So we're gonna leave those for now. Leave the other side, then we're just gonna put this side back together, get us a new gasket and clean it up. A new PVC valve, obviously. And then we'll put everything back in and see if it runs. Thing we just noticed. I should have taken these off before I pulled it. So before we put it on, we're gonna go ahead and pull these 2 off. So everything goes back together good. This one's mainly for me. This side. This one. This one. This side. AC. Here. Okay. This one. This side. Barcode. This side. This one. This one. Front hole. This one. Back hole. Cool. PVC valve that I broke. Coals. Stuff. Alright. That's how it works. Well, there's the update. We're going to bed. We gotta get some more tools. So, these are T30 in some engines. I don't know. Somewhere they said they were a 6mm. They're a T30. And this engine is clearly what they are. And let's look over there. I've got a couple of these broke loose, or maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4 of them, I think. I'm twisting the Torx I have, so I have to go get a stronger T30. Once we get that tomorrow, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the 2 exhaust valves, 2 intakes. We're going to get a gasket, the PVC valve that we broke, and we're gonna put it back together. We got this in place. We did mark everything. We got these 2 in place. So our plan is gonna be to just simply get these bolts off, get these, and just remove the camshaft without removing the cam phaser or messing with the chain. So when we do that, we're going to do one at a time. So then hopefully all of this will stay just as it is with all these holding in place, and we'll just do one, then we'll do the other one. Hopefully it works that way. We'll see how it goes, I guess. So, night. Oh yeah, well, let's see what we got here. Little teeny tiny bag of parts here, guys. Oh, that's nice too. Get one over there. $400 later. You're gonna probably appreciate it, buddy. We're gonna have this thing fixed, huh? We'll stop to the Jeep dealership, and then hopefully we'll get back together today. You're gonna give me a little thank you bag with my $400 worth of parts. All right, let's go put it in. Well, and like that, it's a new day. So, got cleaned up a little bit. You can't really see them, but that's some royal purple, the oil we use. We got the new rockers and lifters soaking. We did manually plunge them, seen some bubbles, got that out, letting those set. Cleaning top of that a little bit. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. All right, look. This is what it's supposed to look like. One piece. Yeah, one piece. It's a new one of those. Okay, said I had to go get some tools last night, so we got the old Pittsburgh T30. Well, all right, yeah, you can actually see right there in that video. See how that's twisted? This is one for an impact. So I shrunk it down, went to a little old hand one here. So my reasoning behind that is because, well, this thing should definitely hold up for what I'm doing, and I can kind of just slightly, you know, pull a little bit, you know, cool, really slow to get it broke loose. So hold on. Just because we didn't want to be halfway into the job and, you know, mess something up. There's a lifetime warranty on these, but I would have to drive them to town to get them. So yeah. 1, 2. We're on this. So we will use this one actually to torque them back. I think it's like 84 inch-pounds, something like that. We'll look at that, get that right, put that in, torque it with that one. Well, actually, lifetime warranty, we'll take this one back because, oh, hold on, let's see it again. Yeah, see how it's twisted? It's not supposed to be that way. You see this one? Oh. Okay. Hold on. There we go. See, that's straight. So, oh, twisted, straight. So we'll take that one back. But the positive in it all. There's a positive in it all. Every bit of it. Every single bolt I was able to get free. We didn't break any of them. We didn't strip any of them. It is good. So actually, been looking. We're going to try to just loosen them ever so slightly. And one at a time. We got all our tools in here. We got tightened up, everything, all locked in place. The back is not on them. Right now I can actually wiggle them. So we're going to try to slightly do one at a time, loosen them all up. Just kind of ever so slightly raise the back of the camshaft. See if we can get those little bad boys out and put the new ones in place. And we can do that. Then we can just reassemble it, put everything back together, put all of our sensors, let's see, yeah, that go there. We kept these, you know, where they went. I've heard don't magnetize. Yeah, that's a little, that's some wear there. That one too. So we'll get those, put those back in place. And everything else back in place. It's been a couple of them been a little warm. And then we'll put this thing back together, and then we're gonna drive it. We're gonna lay into it just like we normally do every day. I always tell people there's a floorboard for a reason, because you're supposed to find it. You're supposed to find the floorboard and you go pop. Just push that little skinny thing down until it hits the stop. That's what it's there for. We'll catch up with you once we get those lifted up a little bit and see if we can get the new ones in. Alright, so here's where we're at. So we left all of our locking tools in. What we wanted to do worked. We loosened the two 36mm bolts. These are T30. Like I said, I cannot stress enough, get the impact ones. Toughest ones you have, do it slow. So what we did was we were going to try to just loosen slowly. So we got a little bit wiggle room now. So we were actually able to, it's right there's the part, the new one. Oh, hold on. And then the new one there. So we were able to raise it just enough that we could get it. Now, you do it this way, you do have to pop it off the back and separate the two. They come together. Let me show you. Both of them. They won't come out. So, you know, the new ones come this way. They come together. This does, I might do it one-handed. Yep, okay, so they do pop right out. The new ones, this little spring clip right here on the new ones was a little loose. So I just pulled it out, push it down, snap it back on. Those are two new ones. Or not, these are the two old ones. These are the two old ones, they're out. But you have to take that apart. Take this out first, the rocker arm first. Then you can get you a little needle nose pliers or something, reach in and grab your lifter out. And then when you put it back, put the lifter in, put the rocker in, then once you get it in place, kind of get it lined up on the front, you just push on the back. You will hear it clip, make sure it's clipped in. And then so we're gonna go back and kind of hand tighten these back down now, and then we're gonna try the same thing with the intake, and it should work the same because there's actually no cam synchronizer or whatever on the back side, so it should work. All right, we got both intakes out. You can see that one. Let's get the other one beside it. We did find the corporate problem. So you can obviously clearly see there's the difference in how those two look. Okay, well, the reason you don't see the lash adjusters and you see all these tools out is because, so we have to come back over here. We've just snugged everything back down, all the way down, all of our bolts, again, there. So our problem lies is for the exhaust, we were easy, we were straight up. We could get to, oh, can't see. We were straight up, so you could get to them easy. Pull them out, remember you had to take those out. So that four. So this one, because our wide spots are this way where it engages, the lifter, which is that little bad boy, or the lash adjuster, I guess you would call, come out. The rocker arms are out. That was the one I just showed you over there. It comes up, it gets in contact with this. So to do it where it's at now, I'd have to pull the whole camshaft up and out and remove it. Well, the exhaust worked so well. I put everything back up. This will work so well if I just pivot these right here, just turn the engine just slightly, so it should come up just a little bit, so then I can just pull that right out. Then we'll put our tools back in. We'll loosen this again. We'll loosen all these again, and then we'll just cock the back side up just a little bit again. We'll pull these out when we do that. Then we'll put our new rocker arms in, and then snug this one first. Remember, you always have this one first before you torque these. And then once we snug this one back, we'll pull all these back, torque them, then we'll pull our tool back out, then we'll be ready to reassemble everything. So right now we're gonna put a bolt down there on the crank shaft and turn this a little bit, just so we don't use this point here on the cam to put a whole lot of tension on our chain and everything else, because I haven't put any spark plugs or anything else, so there's a whole lot of compression still. So we're just gonna go down there and then put less stress on this. All right, let me just show you. So real quick here, and then I'll go back and tell you what we did. So we got that point, or the push was down there. There's the lifter and their adjuster. We'll pull that up now, we'll get that. All right, but here's what I was gonna show you. So I don't like using 16 point, I like 6 point, but I don't have one. So what are we gonna adjust? So it is 1 inch and 1/16, okay? Now, like I say, that's a 16. I don't like that, but no, use what you got when you're trying to put it together. Well, so we went in with the crank bolt down there on the pulley. You can see it there a little bit. Yeah, down there in the center, right there. It's actually a 27 millimeter. Well, I had a 24 and I had a 30, but a 1 and 1/16 actually measures out to be 26.99. So give me that 1/10 of a hundred and we'll call it good. So we spun it good. We're gonna put our tool back in here to lock this, just in case anything happens. I don't want anything moving. Be safe than sorry. We're gonna loosen these back up. We're gonna pull the back ones out. Got those, put the new ones in. Give you an update when we get them in and put it back together. All right, I got these out. To get these to push it off, I got a little plunger that goes in the center. Try that. I've got to put them on a pair of pliers and squeeze it. I can get it to move some. So if these locked up, because this moves anyway with it when it goes, that would have definitely, those being stuck would have caused those to wear prematurely. So let's see. Let's go fishing. Oh. Alright. Those things coming out of there. We got 2 more little things in here. Alright, now they recommend these. Some people say you soak them longer. Some people don't. I soaked them for like an hour. So There's one more in here somewhere. I felt it. So I did plunge them while they were in there. They did go up and down for me. And like I say, they've been soaking for probably 2 hours. So if you read the manuals stuff, they recommend a minimum of 30 minutes. So we were over that mark. We're going to get back to installing them here in a second and then show you once we're done. Well, the camera's a little dirty. We go. So everything's torqued back in, clean, ready to put the valve cover back on. So we're going to take a little Marvel's mystery oil, just drop a little bit on some, let it run on some parts here. Down here, just a touch. Got to put a little bit of gasket maker right here where the seam is, and then we're supposed to put it right here where the seam is here. And we'll put that on. So these are torqued, I think it's 118, I believe. These, like foot-pound, I think these are 15 foot-pound, so right in there. The valve cover bolts, I think they're at like 10, 11 some foot-pounds. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if it's because it was leaking here, but we had like 4 of them that weren't even tight. They were just like there. So we'll have them better than that. They were. What's going on? All right, checking in. Let's see. Won't focus. There it goes. So we've got new PVC valve in, hooked up. Rear cam sensor, front 2 cam sensors, oil something or another, coil packs, all that's tight and torqued. We're just moving along. All right, probably won't get finished today. Gotta go take Kimber to T-ball. Yeah, I don't know, I was just moving that over. Still a little tired. So we'll get going. There's a few other things we could probably do while we're in here, but we're just gonna get it back together and drive it. Sounds good. See you in a little bit. All right, guys. I gotta take a break. This camera's still bad. Hold on. A little bit better. So battery box is in, wires are getting hooked up. Yeah, it's getting close. We got like a battery left and a cable. So close to trying it. Then we just got the intake over here. Yeah, there's a mess. We will clean that up. We have been getting it today. Hopefully I'll get back in here tonight and get it finished up. I hope so. Well, if I do, I'll see you tonight. If not, I'll probably see you tomorrow. Well, it's all back together. We're about to fire it up and see what happens. Turn you around. Got everything back on, and the cover's over there. We hadn't put the cover on yet. We're gonna see if it runs like it's supposed to. And then we'll put the cover back on. So I guess we'll just keep you going. We'll hop in. If you hear a loud boom, it exploded. Other than the belt, which that's kind of been doing that. Our chick's on. It's running good. We'll let it sit here and idle for a little bit. And then our belt normally goes away later. I think our water pump's dripping a little bit, maybe. I really don't know. But yeah. We'll see. But
Well, what do you have it, guys? What do you have it, guys? It sounds good. Yeah. I think we're there. Yeah. What you said? Yeah. I think we're good. Drive a little bit, just touch back after tank or two of gas, see what happens.
Well, what? After the road test, the old Jeep's back, at least for a few more miles. We'll see what happens next. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that helped. Tried to make the whole thing, well, we didn't really got to get the tripod out and video all that stuff, but we just kind of did some little shots. Most of the videos I looked at it were like an hour long. I didn't want to watch all an hour, so I figured I'd make one a little shorter for y'all. Thanks. Well, I probably would be more if I had a before and after, but I don't. But as you can hear, I'm gonna be quiet. See, there we go. Hold it back. I don't even know what you can see there. Okay. A little bit of wind noise. That's all. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna turn you around here so I can show you the dash while we accelerate and listen. Well, here we are. Stopped. The intersection. We're gonna go and we're gonna listen. Isn't that great? Just some good old wind noise. No ticks, no rattles. My camshaft's thinking. I hope this helps somebody else out. Not too bad of a job. I will say, overall, the battery box was the worst to me. Hope y'all enjoyed this. See you on the next one.